Hey guys, so today I'm filming my January favorites for 2015. I don't have too many products to share with you. I think mostly because I used a bunch of different things this month. There weren't too many things that I used over and over again and really fell in love with. But the favorites that I'm going to be sharing with you are true favorites of mine. So the first couple things are random beauty favorites, some new techniques that I learned, and one mini exciting accomplishment. So the first exciting random beauty favorite is that I learned how to revive cream shadows. If you guys saw my monochromatic mauve tutorial, which I'll link down below, I was using this color tattoo in Pomegranate Punk, which got pretty dried out, and I asked you guys if you knew how to revive cream shadows because there are so many different options out there, and so many of you guys left me great comments, so I really appreciate that. But two of you guys gave me this idea, my girl Grace from Amazing Grace XOXO1 and Hope to Know You 95. So thank you girls so much. This was the best idea ever. So basically you need one thing to revive your cream shadow. A toothpick. You don't need saline. You don't need baby oil. You don't need to put it in a microwave. You need a toothpick. So all you need to do is run your toothpick back and forth through the product, chopping up your cream shadow, and then just taking your fingers, smooth it out. Luckily for me, when I did these, I had just broken a nail, so it was pretty short, so that was easy for me to help smooth it out. And the first one I tried it with was Bad to the Bronze because this was in pieces. It had dried out so much, so I figured if it didn't work, this one was dead anyway, so I could just throw it out. Look at this. Do you see how creamy this looks? Can you believe that this color tattoo was in pieces? So I'm just like so dang amazed by that. So after I had such success with Bad to the Bronze, I did the same method with a couple other color tattoos, Tough as Taupe, Pomegranate Punk, Too Cool, and Edgy Emerald. So it was so simple, and thank you guys so much. I'm really happy about that. I've been needing to do that for a long time, but I was afraid to mess them up, but I can't believe all you need is a toothpick. So my next random beauty favorite is a mini accomplishment, and that would be that I completed my 15 pan MAC shadow palette. So when it comes to my MAC shadows, I like collecting them one at a time. I don't like to buy a whole bunch at once because I think the collecting part is really fun and it doesn't seem as expensive when you buy them one or two at a time. I had purchased Fig 1 from the CCO. You guys probably saw that in a haul, but I bought it in a pot. So I finally depotted it. I got an idea from YouTube video. I used the hair straightener method. It works perfectly. So then I have a completed palette, which I'm super excited about. So I've mentioned this like a million trillion times, but I'll mention it again. The way that I organize my palette would be the first row is warm tone, the second row is cool tone, and the bottom row would be brights. And I also kind of have it separated in shimmery shades and matte shades, except that one is matte as well. And I'm just in love with this palette, and I love the quality of MAC shadows. I think that they're incredible. They're my favorite eyeshadow brand. So I'm really happy to finally finish this. I'm not in a hurry to start a new palette, but if it happens, then it happens. I do actually have a video of what's in my MAC palettes, which is up to date except for the Fig 1 shade, so I'll have that link down below in case you want to see that. And a favorite that ties in with that MAC palette is that I figured out how to pop shadows out of these palettes, as same with the blush palettes, because they're super difficult to get out of here. I used to attempt to use my fingernail, but then I would jab some of my colors. Now all you have to do is use a metal nail file. This is one from Revlon, I think about $4 from Ulta, and you just go to the corner of the pan, dig underneath of it, and they pop out, which is so awesome. I can't remember how I thought of doing that, but I just tried it out and it worked perfectly. So now I don't have to take this big palette. Now I can pop out some of these shades and stick them into my e.l.f. Elements quad. So the magnet from the MAC shadows matches up perfectly with the e.l.f., so that's great. But now I can put the shadows from my big palette in my travel palette with ease. Also, I like to use this to pop out blushes to stick in my monthly makeup basket, so they're at easier reach for me. But absolutely love this little tool. Very inexpensive and super helpful when it comes to taking shadows and blushes out of the MAC palettes. So next I have two brush favorites this month that are rediscovered brushes, but I'm using them for different purposes. So the first brush is the Real Techniques contour brush, and I have been using this to blend out my concealer under my eyes, and this works so well. It gives a bit more full coverage than when I used my Real Techniques complexion sponge, so I really love this, and I love that pointed tip. It really helps to get in the inner corner and around the curves of the eye. So I love this for blending out concealer down the center of my face, but also under my eyes. This works really well. And then I've also been using the Real Techniques powder brush a lot. I haven't been using this to powder my face, but I have been using it to put powder and bronzer on my neck. My foundation has gotten a little bit dark recently, so I've been applying a darker powder and bronzer to my neck, and this brush applies the perfect amount without getting splotchy or too intense. This is such a great brush for that. Also, if you wanted it all over powder, but this works really great for applying products onto your neck. So now onto some actual makeup favorites. The first thing I have is a cheek and lip combo. This cheek combo I've worn so much this month, and it is out of the Too Faced Everything Nice palette. I do have a Get Ready With Me and review that I will have linked down below in case you're interested. And the look I wore in that Get Ready With Me, I have been wearing that a lot, but I'm not in love with it, so that's why I didn't mention it. But the cheek products I used in that video, I have been loving. So here are what the cheek products look like in this palette. What I have been using is Chocolate Soleil to contour, Papa Don't Peach blush, and the Inner Light highlight. I love that cheek combo. It looks gorgeous. I mentioned in that Get Ready With Me that Papa Don't Peach is a blush that I've been wanting for a long time, and it is stunning. I couldn't stop looking at my cheeks because the Chocolate Soleil chiseled them so perfectly. Inner Light highlighted that perfectly, and that blush was just the perfect peach blush. It was incredible. So I absolutely love these cheek products. I think that they're awesome. And the lipstick that I really loved wearing with those is the NARS Audacious lipstick in the shade Raquel. I do have a review on this as well. I have it linked down below, and I'm pretty sure I was wearing that makeup look in this review video as well. And this is what Raquel looks like. So here is a swatch of Raquel. So on the Sephora website, it was described as a pink beige, but on my skin tone, it shows up as more of a peach beige, but I love it. I think it is beautiful. It's not a holy grail lipstick of mine. Check out that review for more on my opinion, but the color of this went beautifully with that cheek combo, so loved that combo a lot this month. So my last beauty favorites of the month would have to be these Colourpop Lippie sticks, and I also have a Lippie pencil. These are in my monthly makeup basket this month. I do have a few others, but these are ones that I use this month because I wanted to try out all the formulas. I am going to have a review soon. I did plan on having it up a little earlier, but I wanted more time to really test out the product, so I have been loving all of them that are in my monthly makeup basket. The first ones I have would be the Colourpop Lippie Pencil and Lippie Stick and Bound. The Lippie Pencil is a dupe for Max Whirl. Thank you, Ami, for letting me know that. Here is a swatch of the Lippie Pencil. And the Lippie Stick is a really nice neutral pink. Nicole from Young, Wild, and Polished loves this, which is why I got it. And there is a swatch of the Lippie Stick in Bound, and this is a glossy finish. The next shade I have is Frida, which is more of a peach coral on me. Here is a swatch of it. It is a satin finish, and this is the shade that was created by Danny from Coffee Break with Danny, and I think the satin finishes are really comfortable. And of course, I love supporting other YouTubers, and I think Danny is amazing, and that color is awesome, and it looks so different on a lot of people. The last one I have is Lumiere, and I have that swatched right here. It's a really nice mauve color. I'm wearing it on my lips today. This was created by Kathleen Lights, and this is a exact dupe to the NARS Audacious lipstick in Anna, which is really popular, so I would definitely recommend you check this out. These lipsticks are only $5, which is a great price to try out some colors you might not have gotten originally. So again, there are all of the swatches. I'm not going to get into too much detail because I will have that review coming soon, but I have really been enjoying all of them, and I'm so glad that I finally made a Colourpop order. So now I have a couple of random favorites. First off would be two YouTube videos First would be Jaclyn Hill's lip swatch video on the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks. I love lip swatch videos, and there were so many colors that I fell in love with. I'll have that link down below. The second video that I loved was top eyeshadows for chocolate gals, and as you know, I have a very pale skin tone, but I like to see how products look on other skin tones so I can give recommendations for other people. That video was awesome. I'll have it linked down below, giving different color categories that look great on deeper skin women and some different options for each color category. That video was super helpful. There were a lot of Colourpop shadows in there. That's how I heard about it, because Colourpop gave that girl a shout out, so I'll have that link down below. Check it out. Even if you are not deep skin, I think it's a really helpful video just to give you some knowledge. So next I have a Instagram MUA that I have been obsessed with. Her account name is Sultry Suburbia. I'll have a link for her down below. Her looks are gorgeous. I'm thinking about doing a top 5 Instagram MUA video. Just shout out to some of my favorite people on Instagram. Let me know if you'd be interested in that, but she's definitely one of them. She's so gorgeous. I love her makeup looks. They're amazing. I'll have it linked down below. Next, I have an app, and that would be the Repost app, which I love. I have been reposting some things that I found on Instagram, and what's really cool is that it will repost their description too, which is awesome, especially because some of the things that I have been reposting, for instance, the new NYX Intense Butter Glosses, it reposted the description, which was the name of all the shades. So I thought that was super awesome. It is a free app. I'll have a link for it. You should definitely check it out. I've been using it quite a bit since I downloaded